conference poll came out last Monday. Retrievers are picked 7th out of the 7 teams. What needs to happen to be able to jump up in the standings and get back to that 14 playoff?
I'm sure that that came out because one, it starts in the circle and ends in the circle. All right, since Stephanie graduated 2 years ago, and Katie carried us until Katie got hurt last year. I think the opposing coaches look at UMBC first from the pitching standpoint and said, until they have an ace step forward and be the number 1, and then follow in rotation number 2, number 3, and then maybe they have somebody be able to be a stopper as a closer at the end. So I think that's a very important task that we have to fill, and I think that slot is wide open. I don't think there's a leader going into that spot. I mean, the senior, Heather, is coming off her second knee surgery, but she's back working hard. She looks like she's, getting stronger and deeper into the pitching fitness every day, all right, getting her strength back. Then you've got Miranda, who probably logged the second most innings, and she needs to, step forward and carry us. And then you've got Kmart, who also will play when she doesn't pitch. She'll pitch as both a starter and a reliever again. And then Rachel, who was All-State in Florida, is a freshman who's an extremely hard-throwing power pitcher. She has the ability to dominate people when she eventually gets some innings and some experience under her belt. And then probably what I call a crafty right-hander is Chelsea Bertoglio, who hammers the ball as a hitter. Chelsea's a 2-for-1 player. She'll play first base and possibly DH here and there if she's pitching the next game or in the bullpen. They always say it's a crafty left-hander. Well, Chelsea's a crafty right-hander. She can make that ball dip, move, what you name it, and I think she'll give us some innings here and there, especially as a mix-up. Heather and Rachel, are probably our 2 hardest throwers, and then Kmart and Miranda are just right there. But all 5 of our pitchers are different type of pitchers, and by then I mean Rachel and Heather come in more with power, okay, and have other good pitches. Miranda is a rise ball pitcher with a really great screwball, and her ball moves a lot, okay, and especially in the up zone pitching. And then you got Kmart, who, she's the economizing type of pitcher. She's a down pitcher, and she gets ground ball after ground ball. And then, of course, with Chelsea, okay, Chelsea's a little bit on the lower half, a little bit on the outer half, changes her speeds all the time, and you'll be looking for that curveball, and all of a sudden she'll throw something on the hard side, look 2 miles an hour harder just coming in. And so I think as a staff, they really complement each other. Could I pick an ace going into the season? No, I hope all 5 contribute, and I also see us being the type of staff that is going to have to multi-pitch during the game. In this day and age, softball's changed so much from 5 years ago. It used to be that, everybody went the distance no matter whether it was 7 innings or 10 innings. Now you're seeing staffs be a little bit more like baseball, whereas some schools have their starting pitcher for the game, they have their long relief person, and then they have their short end person. And I see us being like that depending on whose turn it is in the rotation. The second thing I think to get out of the hole of being in the 7th place team after the pitching is I think we need to play, because we really don't have that true, type of pitcher like Steph where you're going to knock up 10 punch outs a game. I think we're going to have to catch our fly balls, catch our ground balls, and utilize the pitches that the pitchers make and make sure that we don't give away easy outs, and then here and there make some good plays. And then like I said, as far as our offensively, I think we need to be more circular in the lineup. be able to score runs with 2 outs, and also I think if we can move runners, either with the bat or the bunt, okay, and then when they do get to third base, less than 2 outs, we need to cash runs where we don't get a hit. Now last year, you saw numerous times we had a runner on third base and 1 out, and we did not get that run. We either popped up, maybe struck out, or hit a ground ball back to the pitcher. All right, you got to cash up your opportunities when you don't need a hit to get a run, and I don't think we were as effective last year doing that. So I think if you have those 3 things together, we're a playoff team.
Good. Well, I hope you get off to that fast start. The Retrievers start the season this Thursday at the Jimmy John's Lions Classic down outside of New Orleans, Louisiana. For the Coach's Corner, I'm Dan LaHatte.